E garch, then I garch, then F garch, और जब तक कोई मानता नहीं है हम जाते जाएंगे बस. So this is the process of garch type modeling, because we have no idea which model is more appropriate for our equation. We cannot stay on one model, because if you stay on garch, maybe there is a special effect in the series as you have seen in the graph. So what do? You cannot find out a good model. No, again there is one problem. This problem is known as non-convergence problem. That is why I am saying that the softwares are no more powerful to estimate these equations, because there is a lot of parameters. No, I just tried to run eGarch and software crashed. The software shows that it is unable to estimate eGarch model because the power of the software is very low. So these are the problems which we are facing in financial series. That is why there is a problem of long lag length. When you are adding the lag, and the number of parameters is going to increase, and there is more burden on the software to iterate the process and converge towards the valid value. So the convergence is impossible. Stata is less powerful as compared to Ox matrix in financial series. Yes. Stata take time. I think the more powerful is R. R is more powerful as compared to these tests. But we have another method. We are not going to let it go because we have another options. Let's go on another method. As you know that the OLS is not a regression. OLS is a method to estimate a regression. OLS is an ordinary least square method which can be used in any equation. Like GLS, generalized least square, also used OLS, because behind the GLS equation the OLS method. So that is why in the same way there are so many methods. The most powerful is maximum iteration process. The first one is BFGS, and the other one is BFGS bound, and the next one is maximum iteration process. So it shows that no convergence means that the software is unable with this method to estimate eGarch for this equation. So let's move on the other method which is known as BFGS bound. This is more powerful as compared to BFGS. Like in OLS, sometimes we are unable to estimate, but if we apply likelihood method, we can find out any regression. As we know that the likelihood is more powerful as compared to OLS method. Now, I think we are on right track, and we estimate the model, and the value I think should be less than 1, because we cannot directly estimate at that point the persistence of shock because it is divided into two parts. So if we try to estimate the theta 1, theta 2 divided by 2, then we will be able to estimate the persistence of shock. But at this stage, as we know that the variables are frequently significant, but you can use any other specification on your own interest. You can estimate any other model from this equation. Let's try with iGarch. because we have not enough time to deal with every model specifically. If I try to explain the arch model, so it takes 2 and 3 hours to explain in a good manner. So in I-Garch model, we bound the sum of alpha and beta is equal to 1. Like in this model, it is integrated Garch model in which we impose a restriction on alpha plus beta, means the parameter of arch and parameter of Garch is equal to 1. Now you can see that if you sum up the both values 0.336949 and 0.663051, it is perfectly equal to 1. So it shows that there is a unit root process. So it makes a unit root process and try to estimate the equations. But the arch, Garch in mean, these are symmetric model. GJR, E-Garch, I-Garch and so on, all are asymmetric model. They can capture the effect of event, but the E-Garch has a specialty to differentiate the sign of the effect. The arch and Garch in mean, these models belong to symmetric family. They cannot capture the effect of unusual event or asymmetric effect. But GJR, E-Garch, I-Garch and so on, all are belongs to asymmetric family and they can capture the effect of an event. But there is a specialty with the E-Garch model. The E-Garch model can show the positive and the negative magnitude of an event in conditional variance equation. Like if we let me find out a data from which I have used in. Now this is the data of KMI, Islamic Index of Pakistan Stock Market, Karachi Islamic Stock Market Index, KMI. So let's start with this data. I have recently written a paper on KMI and the COVID-19. I have divided the data into 6 waves. Let's start with the model of KMI. This is another series I just try to show you how to fit a good model. Let's start with Garch. 1.095, all other things are good. Now go on other model. Sorry, we are. This is the KMI data. This is the Islamic index. These are the waves of COVID-19. But if we run a simple graph, then there is a distribution, then again distribution, again distribution, and again distribution. So these are the waves of this one, and we can see that on every wave there is a some increase and then decrease and decrease in the series.